Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel, and today in this second part of our video, we are going to develop the controller part so that when the webhook is coming to our application, we are able to consume it and create a new comment. So to get started, I will create a new test, which is going to be GitLab webhook comment API test. And I have a very similar test. So if you see over here, GitLab webhook, I will make it as this one is the issue. So I have an issue test and I have a comment API test, and both of them will be very similar. So I'll just copy this, paste it over here, and I'll make certain changes. But generally speaking, the entire thing does the same. And so what we will do over here is I'll use the comment JSON because that's what we are interested in. So the first test is that it gives a 200 status when the data is proper. Okay, let me run that, and it will fail because right now we will get a 400 because we don't have the supported event type. So I'll show you why. Those of you who are new to this project, you haven't gone through it, I will tell you that I have the controller and I have this an array called supported events where I have these key values. And if I don't find the type, which is basically in the ngRocks payload, if you see there is an event type, right? So if I don't find that event type to be in one of my array keys, I just send a 400 error status. Now, because this is something which I want to support, I will do this and I'll create a new webhook handler, which is called, let's just say PHP class name will be, this is comment webhook handler. This is going to be pretty straightforward. So I'm returning void. I'm expecting data in the handle method, and the comment will be the data object attributes, which is the, if you remember, or I'll rather show it. This payload has something called as, this is user project object attribute. So I will take that entire thing and pass it to the service. The service will call, the service update or create or update comment will be responsible for doing the rest of the thing. And in here, now that I have the handler, I will do comment webhook handler class. And then if I run my test now, it should pass. And it does. So the next is again this, where what I'm expecting is that if I don't have the header, then I'm going to expect an unauthorized error, which again is correct. And then again, I'll update this payload and expect a 400 if I send some random event type, which is again true. So with this, the API is kind of taken care. I know this is kind of repeated code because this is the only thing which is changing. And what I would try to do is there is something called as datasets and test, which I'll need to look at so that I will have only one test and I will pass these sample data as different datasets, and the same set of tests will run on those different datasets to assert that everything is proper. I'll show you in a different video because I don't want to mix it with the current scope of things. All right, so if everything is fine, what should happen is, this is the sample issue something, although I'm not showing the comments on the UI. I know I have some comments here because I was doing the initial bit of development before recording. So I'll just clear that table. And now if I run the payload again, it gives me a 200. And if I refresh my table, as you can see, I get the comment. Adding comment for the JSON, which is correct. If I add one more comment for this ticket, hit save. I get this payload through ngrocks, and if I hit refresh on my database, I can see one more comment. So this is the basic workflow which is working. Everything is in set, and in the next video I will create the UI. But before that, as I told you, there are certain model related tests which I need to write, so we will quickly do that, because there are quite a few relations which I have created and they should be asserted. Those relations should exist. So the first one, I'll first create the model comment test. Maybe as a task, what I will do is I will first create one test. Comment belongs to a user. I'm not doing an it in here because otherwise the test description comes as it comments belong to a user, which is a little weird to read, to be very frank. Okay, the test will be that comment equals comment factory. We have a has many relationship, right? So sorry, belongs to relationship. So I can do something like user factory, and it expects the relationship name. I'll say this is author because comment with an user is related using the author relationship, and then I'll create that, and then I'll expect that, sorry, let me also add that this is arrange, act, and assert. So I expect the $comment author to be an instance of the user class. So let's run that, and everything is passing. But what I would say is, we have created quite a few relationships for the comment. For example, we have with author, we have with project, the project's reverse relationships. So why don't you try to create those relationships and test them, and then let's see if we are on the same page. So that's about it, guys. That's what I wanted to cover in this video. If you like this video and the series so far, then do comment below, give a thumbs up, and yeah, do subscribe to my channel.